Good morning and welcome back to my channel, Don't Mind Me. My name's Diana, and today, while I'm drawing out hexagons for quilting, I want to talk about depression, anxiety, mental health, and why I actually started this channel. I have probably said this before, but actually before we get into this video, I would actually like to apologise for not doing a video last week, but I had a lot of work to catch up on for a craft fair and time just seemed to pass me by. But as I say, today's video is a little bit more of a serious video. I was in my late teens when I was diagnosed with depression, and it has only been in the later part of my life that I realised when I was younger I suffered from absence anxiety and being away from loved ones. At the time, I didn't understand that is what it was, and didn't really think anything of it. Now, I started this channel because I wanted to make those that don't suffer with mental health issues such as anxiety, panic attacks, depression. I wanted to make them aware that suffering with these hidden disabilities is not easy. And for those that don't suffer with it, to them saying, oh, you'll be fine, tomorrow's a new day, you'll be fine, just carry on as you are. It's not as simple as that. Yes, life is hard. Yes, life would be boring if it was simple. And if we had to just live as the same people day in, day out, not changing. I, for one, have witnessed all sides of depression. My late mother suffered with depression, as does my beautiful daughter. Now, I know people think, oh, it's fine, you're fine, it's just you're going through a bad patch. No, it's more than that. Depression is where you don't want to get up in the morning, where everything is a struggle. You put on a brave face to those that you love so that they don't worry about you. But life is very, very hard. And those that don't suffer with mental health are extremely lucky. But as I have said in previous videos, life is here to try us, and those with mental health issues such as depression and other forms of mental health do find it very difficult. And for one example, my daughter, several years ago, when her depression was really, really bad, she went to a doctor and spoke to this doctor, and this doctor turned around to her and said, if I had a magic wand, I'd wave it. No one suffering with depression wants to go into a doctor's surgery and be told that. They want to be listened to. They want to be able to turn around to a doctor and say, this is how I'm feeling. As in the old days. I know doctors are busy, and I know there's different therapies out there, but to be told or made to feel like you're wasting their time and feel like you're not being listened to or understood isn't fair on anyone suffering with mental health. And I, for one, feel like we need to get the word out there that everybody, no matter who you are, no matter what your job is, no matter whether you're rich and famous or just a normal person like myself, my daughter, my husband, anyone and everyone can suffer with mental health, depending on the severity as well. But I find it very difficult to hear stories of those suffering with mental health being told that there's nothing wrong with you. I know people that have really, really struggled and thought about doing things they shouldn't do. Now, I, for one, will always be here for those who need someone to talk to. And yes, I'm not a professional, but I am a good listener, or so I've been told. And I will be there for anyone who needs to just vent. I used to be one of these people that didn't say anything. I'd basically hide my feelings. I'd always put on a smile. I always used to say good morning to those I met at school, like I said in a video recently. And being told that you've made that person's day is lovely. It's such a lovely feeling. But it's also hard when you yourself are feeling like you're falling apart inside. I have been lucky because my mum was very understanding because she went through it. Unfortunately, my dad didn't actually know about these feelings because it actually happened after he passed away that I was diagnosed, and I went through a very, 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 very bad patch, which even my late mum was worried about. she actually had a friend staying with us, and I was working in a care home, and I was told to go and see the matron in the office, which I did, only to be told or accused of being nasty to a resident, which I would never, ever, ever do. And as a pretext of me being sent to the office, I was also told to do a job, which was to copy the laundry details over the weekend, which I did. Took it back on the Monday. I need to be told by this matron that basically she was, because of the allegation that she had made up, which I found out later through a friend working there, who was also the friend of this matron. I found out that, and I knew that it was all lies anyway, but I actually decided, before her telling me to go, I actually walked out. I was very angry, very upset, because I knew it was all lies. And eventually I got told about this matron, what had happened, and she'd actually been fired from her position after having a inspection done without her knowledge. But on the day that I walked out, I went home. My mum and her friend were due to go out, and my mum just took one look at my face and just said, "Are you all right?" I said, "Yeah, fine, no problem." I wasn't. I was very, as I said, I was very, very angry, to the point that they'd even thought I could do something like that to anybody. This matron didn't actually go into details of what I'd actually done. She just said that there'd been a complaint that I'd been nasty to this resident. So I just sat there contemplating, what was the point? Why did I bother? And I was very, very low. And it made me think, am I worth it? What's the point in going on? As you can see, I'm still here. Thanks to my mum. And thanks to my husband as well, and my daughter. But they came on the scene later. And to find that you feel like you've been used when you're doing your job, when you're accused of something that you haven't even done, it made me very, very unsure of myself. And like I've said in the previous video, lack confidence in myself, or like even more confidence than I already did. I for one, don't want to see people suffering. I, for one, don't want to hear stories of not only normal, everyday people, but celebrities going through pain because they can't find someone who understands what they're going through, how they feel, or anyone that will take them seriously. Yes, this channel is for mental health awareness, it's for well-being, it's for positivity, and that is what I've always wanted to do, be positive. So yes, these videos are all over the place. What helps me cope with my anxiety, my panic attacks, my depression, is doing what I'm doing today, sitting in my craft room, doing hexagons, making jewellery, making cards, knitting, crocheting, just things that I know people love and appreciate. And I want to tell you, it doesn't matter what you do in life. As long as you're happy, as long as you're kind to other people, I understand what you're going through, and I wish I could help. I wish I could be there for every single person and just say, you're beautiful, you are amazing, you can do this. Don't listen to the negativity. Negativity isn't worth it. The people that are saying negative things aren't worth it. Those that give hate comments, ignore, block, delete. Life is too short, and we're here for a purpose, and that purpose is loving ourselves, being kind to ourselves, being kind to others, doing what we want to do, how we want to do it, live the lives we want to live, not letting others tell us what we can and cannot do. I will leave all my links to my social media for my Mind-Boggling page, which is a support group which I set up in April 2015, and a lot of people, especially friends that I didn't realise suffered with depression, came forward and told me their story. I had someone I didn't even know join my Facebook support group, and then he messaged me, and I was talking to him for over an hour because he was so bad, so down. I was not giving up on him, and I checked up on him on and off through the week after talking to him to make sure that he was still okay, that he'd gone to the doctors like he said he was going to go to. And at the end of it, he thanked me for just listening and being there, and said how grateful he was, and I find that so amazing. He's still around, we're still friends on Facebook, and I just want to say that I read these things in the papers, on my iPhone, or on my phone, on my news feed, etc., where certain people are poo-pooing mental health, not understanding that being rejected for jobs once you apply for them, being ignored when you apply for a job, and just basically being rejected left, right and centre is not a good feeling. And for those in high profile jobs who are very, very lucky to be in certain jobs, need to realise that actually jobs are scarce. Some companies have to, in fact all companies have to advertise, but in some cases they've already found the person, so you're applying for a job that doesn't actually exist, and this is wrong. We need to feel like we're being listened to, that people care, that companies care, that society cares. But there are times when you hear on the news or read in the papers or on your phones, actually people just think you're lying, that there's nothing wrong with you, that because they can't see the disability, they don't think you have one. And that's wrong. And I know if I can get support for mental health, disabilities, etc., more people will be aware of it, more people will understand that it's not just a one-day ailment, it's a lifelong disability, and it doesn't matter how old you are. The disability, mental health disability gremlin will get you whether you're ready for it or not. And that's what people need to understand, because they don't realise that it will get them, or it could get them. I didn't think it would get me. I didn't realise that I actually suffered with separation anxiety. But I did, and then I was due to go out with some friends for a meal, and a few days before we were due to go out, I had the worst panic attack I have ever had. I literally thought I was dying. I had chest pains, which kept coming and going, and only lasting for a couple of seconds each time. But I knew it was anxiety. I knew it was a panic attack. But because after I went to bed and rested, I was fine the next day. And I told a friend what had happened, and I said I just couldn't bring myself to go to this meal. I just was panicking so much, for a reason I still don't actually know, because these were friends. These were a couple of them I'd grown up with and was at school with. I just, even now, I still don't understand why I had a major panic attack for just being invited out. I will try and go and meet these friends, but I won't be pressured into going. If I want to go, I'll go. If I don't feel I can, I won't. And that goes for you. Never feel pressured into anything. You do what's best for you. If you want to go, go. If you go for an hour, brilliant. If you stay for 5 minutes, great. But true friends will understand the reason you can't make it. So don't do something you can't do. Just follow your heart, follow your dreams, and be yourselves. That's all you can do. And as I say, I will be hopefully here with another video next week. And I do try to always do a video for a Thursday, but sometimes due to working for myself and, as I say, making jewellery, etc., it's sometimes finding the time, or I'm so engrossed in what I'm doing that I actually forget. So I will see you next week, and if you have any ideas or would like me to do a Q&A, please leave a comment down below in the comment section. And as I've said earlier, I will leave all my social medias in the description. And thank you for watching. Remember how much you are loved, and the fact that we need people like you in this world. Never give up. You are extremely special, inspirational people that this world cannot do without. And as I say, if you like my videos, please like, subscribe, as it's free and it helps you to know when I next post a video. And take care of yourselves, love yourselves, never give up, and I will see you next week. Bye, lovely angels.